Hello. It's been a minute since I've done a draw stream, so I figured I'm already drawing shit anyways. I might as well stream it. Been putting together a couple of new emotes. Mainly because I've got some holes in the emote field that need to be filled. I already got 2 of them done, so we're just working on the 3rd one, and then whenever that gets done, I'll switch over to Bayonetta. But for now, we're doing it. I already got like the rough sketch done before my brain realized, oh yeah, I could be streaming this. So the hard work's already done. It's just I just have to clean it up, which I'll probably just, instead of cleaning up what's there, I'll just sort of pick and choose what layers I want to clean up and then redraw other ones. I was torn on whether or not I wanted to do these sunglasses or these sunglasses, because I decided that I didn't like how the face was turning out, so we're just gonna hide it, you know? Easy. It's a free cheat code for you. See, I've got way too many layers over here just in this folder here of just attempts at pieces of this. Most of it's turned off because it sucks, but honestly, I can just delete most of it. You can get a glimpse into the many different variations that existed here. Keep that one. You know, actually, here's what we'll do. We'll make another folder, and in that folder will be just the stuff that we're actually using. I didn't even put it in the folder. I put it above the folder. Good job. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I guess we'll just sort of work our way through this and find the... Okay, it's on here. 'Cause most of this, like the entirety of the hair and all that stuff, I want to redraw it. Pretty much the only thing that I'm going to salvage from this and just like clean up is sunglasses, the nose, mouth, and like first face shape, and maybe the hand. I might be able to clean up the hand and make that work. Everything else is gonna go. Rid of that. There's, well, I guess we're keeping these. But I do need to sort of hollow out these sunglasses into just line art. We're gonna have to refill this with the actual color that we're gonna be making this anyways. I think all three of the emotes that I've got, well, the two that I've already done, and then this one, are all just gonna go into the follower emotes. So I don't have any more room for sub emotes unless I want to do like tier 2 and tier 3 shit, or like animated ones. It's not really a whole lot of a, it's not a good enough reason to actually have any tier 2 or 3 emotes right now, because only I would be using them. I mean, I guess it'd be a good way to give me like exclusive emotes, but I, I'm never in chat anyways. The only thing I could think of, because like this idea was originally going to be like an animated emote. I could still probably do that and just have two versions of this, like the follower version. It's not animated, and the animated one for subs. Because it was really just going to be like the music notes moving around and stuff. Fire Emblem games have some pretty chill music when they want. When it's not all like big orchestrated fight music. Watch the trailer for that new Fire Emblem Engage, I think it is. Like I've bought in like, well, I bought almost all of the Fire Emblem games since Awakening. I didn't get any of the remakes that came out since Awakening, but I don't know if I'm gonna get this new one. Just because, like, the main draw for me for the Fire Emblem games is mostly like the characters, and it's like, yeah, cool, you can bring back Marth and Roy and all of them for this new game, which is cool and all, but they're from games that I didn't play, so I'm not inclined to care too much about that. But mostly, like, the guy that they had doing like the character design and stuff for Awakening, Fates, and then I think he also did stuff for one of the remakes. But like, they put him off to, he works on Fire Emblem Heroes now. So all of the new designs that show up in the mainline Fire Emblem games fucking suck. Like, there's not a single character in Three Houses that I'm like, yeah, I like that character. I want to draw that character. Like, none of them. Like, they're all okay, but like, I don't have any of them like, that's a good one, that's my favorite. They're all just there. which is a bummer. And the new Fire Emblem, I guess the main character was designed by somebody that does like VTuber designs or something. And you can tell like, it looks like that would be a VTuber design. Like the colors are like super bright and like I like the 3DS era of Fire Emblem designs a lot better because they were still like they're still anime, but without being like aggressively like generic looking anime. Mark that layer red so we know to never use it. Where is... Okay, those are there. Mark that one red. We can just turn that off for now because I need to see the rest of this. Let's clean up the hand. Because I don't want the hands cleaned up. We can do the headphones and then the meat of it, which is going to be the hair and stuff. Every now and then I just have to like pull up another one just to make sure I'm getting the line widths like consistent. I know like I should probably have the lines a bit thicker than this just so it like is more visible as an emote, but I'm in too deep now. The emotes all gotta match. I don't know if I'm gonna have this as just a floating disembodied hand, or if we're gonna actually put like an arm attached to it. Because if we do that, then we have to get like some shoulders going. Get like the rest of this. I mean, I get clothes on it, and like it would look better because I'm sort of trying to avoid the just floating head stuff. Not for any little particular reason, but I think it looks a bit nicer. But then again, I can't. If I do floating head stuff, I can sort of repurpose things later for stickers or whatnot if I felt like it.
Nice.
I think the nice thing about working on the emotes and stuff is that like they're relatively small scale, so I can get these done much faster than working on pretty much anything else. 'Cause, like, I'm working on a commission right now. I mean, not literally right now, but you know. And it's nice to be able to like take a break from that for a little bit. And just like, yeah, let's make a couple emotes. I'll draw something for me for a bit, and then we'll go back to commission work. Honestly, after the cleanup, the meat of this is probably just going to be in the shading and like making sure colors are like quite how I want it. Alright, so we got that, and then we'll turn this down. Honestly, I think if I do like an animated variant for this, I might have the headphone like actually like pulse like there's music going through it. Wow, an art stream. Yeah, dude. It's the one art stream of the year.
Nice.
Yeah, I mostly haven't been doing art streams mostly for the fact like the stuff that I'm working on is either like in early like phases that I don't really want to show off, or it's like a commission that I can't show. Like, cause say if I get like a gamble commission, like the whole point of those is they're supposed to be surprised, and I don't want to really risk doing one of those on stream and then having the person that commissioned me stumble in and then really get spoiled on what it is. That and like I want to save like what I have currently in progress on the comic until it's just done. Like there's still a decent chunk left to do on that, but I don't want to show it all off before it's done, you know. I don't want to like release the part that is essentially, it's probably gonna end up being like a third of the whole thing. I don't want to release that and then you can look at it and be like, oh yeah, I've seen all this already from like stream or like work in progress stuff, whatever. I mean, there will still be like work in progress, like draw streams and stuff for the comic, but it's mostly going to be like when I have a solid idea of what I'm doing down, and then I can just like this. Like I didn't start streaming this till I had the rough sketch done, so I can just sort of like go in and then just do the busy work of finishing it. So like, for example, because I need to figure out a cover for the comic. So for example, once I get something like that sketched out, I can just stream working on that, no problem. Like, progress is still sort of being made on the comic. I got like big Xenoblade distracted for a while and then went straight from that into commission stuff, so I haven't touched the comic for a bit, but it's still around. disc jams. I mean, that could be the name of it. I haven't really thought of it yet. The original idea was because I was like, I don't want to do this specific emote until like I have a good idea of how I want to like animate it, because the music one is supposed to be initially an animated thing. So the original idea was, I was like, I'm just gonna go literal with it, and it's just gonna be actual like a jar of jam with like a music note in it and like jam spilling everywhere or something. And I started sketching that out, and like I was doing pretty much this part of that emote, and I got to a point where I was like, no, this just ain't gonna work. It's not good. So I just pivoted real quick and decided, fuck it, we're gonna sketch out this, see how this goes. You know, we're gonna just try and clean up this and just see how this looks. Yeah, the other one, I think I have all the stuff for it out here still. No, that's cheese. That's a different thing. Spoilers. Yeah, it was this. It was gonna be that. I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then I got that far, and I was having issues figuring out how exactly I want it to like spill out. So I was like, fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, the cheese one its intended use is gonna be for like, you know, video game stuff. You know, like you cheese the boss, or like you do some real sneaky shit that like the game maybe doesn't intend for you to do. You know, stuff like that. And then I mean, the cheese one can be like, that can be thrown away at any time, really. It's not great. It's just it's the same as the cheese like standard like emoji, except this has a bite taken out of it. So it'll be like if I get to a point down the line where I'm full of emotes and I need to make room for something, that'll be the first to go. Or like if I want to replace it with a different cheese thing later, we'll just replace it. I'm not too attached to this one. This one, the grooving or like jam or whatever we're gonna end up calling this one I've been wanting for a while, because I've actually been putting off playing certain games, because like that game's got a really good soundtrack. It'd be perfect for this emote that I've for some reason put off for like months. And thing is, I think I have instant emote privileges on Twitch, so as soon as this is done, I might be able to just immediately put it in. Although that usually ends up backfiring on me, because there's usually like a couple tweaks that I want to make later, like color balance type stuff, that it would result in me having to take it down and then put the other one back up. That's happened before with just standard emotes that I have on there, where it's like, yeah, I put this up, it took like a day or two for Twitch to approve it, and then when they did, I was like, well, shit, kind of. Now, from a business perspective, these emotes are a bad idea because they're going in the free section. But I feel like these are the best emotes that I've done, like the most useful ones, or at least the howdy and then the one I'm working on now. Fucking cheese, who gives a shit? Because you would think that, like, all right, well, we want to put the best ones in the paid tiers, you know, so people will give me money. But I just want to see people use my stuff. So giving the best ones for free. So like, yeah, sure, take them as long as you use them. I've been meaning to do some of the follower emotes for a while. I just didn't put aside any time to like brainstorm any new ones. I think there have been a couple that like I had an idea for and tried sketching something out and it just wasn't coming together, so I just scrapped it entirely. We are making progress slowly, but we're getting somewhere. I mean, honestly, there's actually not a whole lot more to clean up. We're past the halfway point on the cleanup process. It's just the hair is just a pain in the ass, man. There's so many lines. Thought it was a good idea to fucking put this hair on this character. I'm gonna do this all the time. Where'd the music go? I never checked in and saw if that PC port of Deadly Premonition 2 was any good. I imagine it runs a whole lot better than it does on the Switch. That game runs like way worse than it should. Like, there are Switch games that run like garbage. But like, just from looking at it, you can tell kind of why. It's like, oh, they're trying to push way too many pixels on this system that just cannot handle it. But then you look at Deadly Premonition 2 and it's just like, okay, this game just generally looks bad. Like, why can't it keep 20 frames per second? Now, that being said, that did not like hinder my enjoyment of that game one bit. While it would be nice for if it ran good, but Deadly Premonition for me is one of those series that, like, it's weird calling that a series, but it's one of those series where it's just, yeah, this game can run like shit and actively try and stop me from playing it all at once, but don't mind one bit. I almost forgot the fucking hair spike out here. The little weird antenna looking thing. Which means I have to erase all of this. Just get rid of that whole chunk there, because I don't want too much sticking out of the frame. We need to start taking out F-Zero music from this playlist. I don't know what it is, but even though there are almost 450 tracks in this playlist and like 8 F-Zero ones, just loves playing them. Let's go for Power Rangers Super Nintendo. That's haven't heard that for a while. All right, so you seem to do top up here and then the little chunk on the side. Then we can get to having a crisis of color. I do think this is gonna end up being my favorite of the emotes. This needs to come down more than it already is. Well, actually, Yeah, it does, but then we also need, like, this whole section over here needs to pretty much be blown up to a bigger size. And then this needs to, oh, this needs to, like, come in, like, higher up. Or not. That doesn't actually make any sense what I just said. It needs to like curve earlier, because it looks like it was coming in like too high. It would make that like angle, like the roundedness, like coming up here pretty much. Like mid horn. And that's wrong. Incorrect. Guy's fucking going off model on his own character. What the hell? Can't even. If I can't draw it right, who can? All right, so we're just gonna do this front part of the hair, and then we are golden. Probably take this approach more often when I'm drawing stuff, of just like cleaning up the sketch instead of like doing a sketch and then doing a refined sketch over that, and then doing a refined sketch over that, and then doing line art. And this, I think we want, yeah, we definitely want this out farther. The only problem with this method so far that I can find is that there's going to be a lot of like 1 or 2 pixel like spots hidden around places that I just can't see right now. That's going to make using the wand tool a pain in my ass. Alright, so let's see. This is all in its own folder. Good to go. We use the wand tool out here. Actually, seems like we're pretty good. I think whatever little bits of pixels here and there that are outside of this are light enough that they don't get picked up by the wand pool. But if we turn this on, yeah, now you can see where all the little stray just dots of shit are. And we need to get those for at least the outside edges, because I don't want like little bits of stuff like showing up on the edges of the emote here and there. Let's do this. We'll do it one piece at a time. Hold on, was that nose part drawn in the... No? I had no idea what that was about then. Now I have to clean up the cleanup. I mean, most of this we don't really need to worry about, but since I already have all of it visible, I might as well just go the extra mile and clean up all of it. I mean, for something that's going to show up like this big, none of this cleanup is actually really necessary. It's going to be hard enough to see what you're supposed to find in this image, let alone seeing any of this little garbage pixels everywhere. Actually kind of weird. This is the first time that I've done any emotes for the channel that didn't go to the Discord first. Because usually, since I'm like sitting there with these finished emotes, waiting for like Twitch to approve them, I get bored and just like, yeah, I'll throw them in the Discord early, so that I can actually do something with them while I wait. For the time being, they're Twitch exclusive. What is this layer? There's nothing on this layer. Why did they have this layer on? I'll have to look into how exactly to go about making a animated emote. Like, I don't think it... Like, I know how to go about like animating the stuff, no problem, because Clip Studio Paint has a animation like feature to it, so like I can probably just do it in that. But it's mostly just like, how the fuck do you go about exporting a GIF with transparency on it? That I don't quite understand. Do the eyebrows. Gotta go back into eyebrows. Whoa, not that. I will just turn this layer down. We'll just do a whole new layer for the eyebrows, that we don't have to worry about going back and having to double clean anything up. And really, it's just gonna be that one eyebrow anyways, because the other one's behind the hair. All right, it's been a while. But we're going mint. In case you don't know, mint mode, as I like to call it, is just when you put down the flat, like, base color that you'll pile all the other layers on top of. I usually just make it like a minty color because it's easy to see around these edges and stuff if there's any bleed over through the black line or not. Luckily though, with this emote style thing, the line thickness is hefty enough that there isn't much cleanup to actually do here. All right, now we just have to, yeah, I guess we'll steal from this one. Gotta yoink all the colors off of this so that everything matches perfectly good and fine. All right, so we got our skin down. Now we need to do, honestly, probably just the hair. There's not a whole lot else going on here. We'll do the horns, which is really just the one and then collar. Now I guess we can do the sunglasses in this. Why not? So it'll do the hair. Is again just kind of being the meat of this whole thing. Real sloppy with it, and then we'll just clean it up later. Because I'd rather go over the line and clean it up than like try and cut it really close and then miss a spot. This is gonna be, I don't know if, I haven't decided yet if it's gonna be like grooving or like jam or something, but it's intended for like, yo, this song's banging use. And yeah, the cheese one that you got now, that one's like, that's for, you know, video game cheese. You know, cheese in a boss here and there, shit like that. It's also a very throwaway. It'll, if I ever need to erase an emote to make room for something else, that one will go immediately. Yeah, we got howdy now too. Since I have instant emote activation powers, like those two, I put up during this stream, and they're already there. I was expecting to have to like refresh like in Streamlabs and shit for them to show up on my end, but no, they're just there. Easy. Yeah, these ones I made without consulting the scale. This is mostly just like, all right, well, what stuff do I feel like we really need? Like, we need like a greeting one, so that's what the howdy one's for. And then we need like a music related one. And then the cheese one was just, I can do that real fast. That's one that's like, it has the potential to be used, but if it ain't, oh well. Imprisoned for cheese crimes. Oh man, Matt, last night, me and Seamus were watching some other stream, and the guy had this ability where like when an emo was posted in chat, it would like pop up on the stream and like bounce around the screen or like fade in or fade out or do whatever. And Shane was just like, I gotta do this one for Matt, and just put in the fucking the Fall Guy jail emote. So put that at 50%. I don't know what we're gonna do with the headset, with the headphones. I didn't really think through the color for those. Well, we know that the foam part is gonna be a dark color. We'll get some base colors in here, so I can get everything like divided, and then I can just scribble over shit. This little Fall Guy finally freed on the street. No, he was in jail there too. He just slowly bounced from like the top right of the screen down to the bottom left until he was out of frame. Never to be seen again. It was weird because like we just checked out this stream and they weren't like playing anything. It was just, I guess we're all just sitting here watching dubbed Japanese Iron Chef, like old ass episodes of Iron Chef. It was bizarre. Then immediately after that went into an episode of Steve Brule. So it was like the proper, like, I'm up at like 2 in the morning, I got school tomorrow, but I'm watching Adult Swim anyways. Yeah, that's who it was. I was checking Vinny's stream because it's like, oh yeah, he streamed earlier today. I can watch his Splatoon VOD when I go to bed or whatever. And I just saw that he auto hosted that, and I was like, what the fuck's going on here? So since you could have emotes show up on stream, there was a brief moment where Disc TV Fear was there. Problem with doing these emotes is that like her color is pink. It's that shade of pink. So you'd think, oh, maybe the headset's pink, maybe the cowboy hat's pink. No, it can't be, because it would blend in too much on this tiny fucking emote. So I have to figure out like, all right, what colors are we making shit? Yeah, there was talks about them streaming like Frasier and shit too. All right, we will come back to the headset. We're gonna go and do real shit now. I wonder, like, how does he get away with streaming all this shit? 'Cause I know, like, he was doing like Star Trek for a while, but it was through the like Amazon Prime like watch party shit. So that's like that's easy. But that means that I would have to have the Amazon Prime. I guess that like for stuff like that, like you have to be manually reported, I guess. And if they can't find you, they can't report you. Yeah, I would imagine if you're doing shit like that, you have VOD saving turned off. Feel like ultimately, like, that's the kind of streams that I want to do. Where it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna sit here and watch fucking Frasier, I guess. I'll put on Ronmo on half. But if I'm doing that, I ain't fucking doing that on Twitch. Too quiet. There we go. The Unreal song has not popped up yet. Like, I don't know if I even put that in the playlist yet. I listened to a bit of it, and I think I might not have put it in the playlist because it was too, like, it was too high energy, kind of. It was just too drum and bassy for like just chilling out, or like the BRBs and stuff. The screen setup. I like the first chunk of it. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And then it like got too hyper. Somebody gave it too much sugar. I think I had Mario Paint stuff in the playlist. I might still do already, so that one might have already been in here. But I know a couple of them I had to take out because they were way too fucking quiet. They're like half the volume of everything else for some reason. The Horn Co. I don't know if this is like dark enough really for the actual sunglasses and shit. Like it works good for the horns because the horns are supposed to be like an off, like sort of like purplish black. So like having the weird like blue shading to it works. Maybe not quite for everything else. You know what we need? We need Howdy. We need to steal the colors off of Howdy. Yeah, that makes a good darker shade for this. And we'll use that for the dark spots on the headphones too. I like how I try to have this Nightbot stuff like staggered out so it doesn't, you know, all happen at once. It just has like happens periodically throughout the stream every now and then. But no, it's just like, fuck it, here's this, you want blue Twitter link? What about audio levels? Like it's all one right after the other, annoying. You know what I want for Christmas? I want somebody to buy me one of those fuck off expensive, like, I think they're Herman Miller chairs. These like way too fucking expensive chairs that are apparently the most comfortable chair in the world. So good you'll never need to buy another chair, because this chair I have, one, it's from Walmart, so you already know it's garbage. And two, like the seat is just, I've had this thing for maybe a year and a half, and it's just the seats, like the fake leathers flaking off everywhere, just fucking falling apart. Garbage. Let's see, do we just do this whole section over here in shadow? Probably. And we'll have like edge highlights and shit, but we should glue it back on. I don't know. I think all these little fake leather bits have been long since vacuumed up and lost to time. Hunting those down is going to be a little bit of an undertaking. You ready for the best part of the song? There it is. Car horn is a very underrated instrument, I gotta say. Gets me every time. I don't know if I'm in the mood for Initial D Eurobeat F-Zero. We'll go back to some Valhalla music. I think this is what I opened stream with, actually. So nice, I'm gonna hear it twice. We'll just pretend that this shadow's hand-shaped, all right? It's as hand-shaped as it needs to be. I think the edge lighting on this is actually might be done with blue. But we're just gonna do this with white. Do it on the same layer as the highlights. Like, you got like half of a fucking pixel line going across this shit. Like, it, the difference between a light blue and a white is not gonna affect anybody. So apparently that cyberpunk anime is actually really good from what I've been seeing on Twitter. Which is, it's nice to hear that, you know, cyberpunk's got a win for once. Like, from what I played, I mean, I played pretty much the whole game. I got to the end. I just haven't actually finished it. But from what I played of Cyberpunk, like, it's, you can see that there was a really, really good game in there at one point, and they just weren't able to finish it. Which is a big bummer. I'm gonna just fill this in with black, because right now it's flesh color and there shouldn't be any flesh there. Now, the blue that I did this with on the other one was probably the same blue that I'm using for the highlights on the the horns and the sunglasses and stuff. So it wouldn't be hard for me to replicate. I also don't care to replicate. All right, hair's done for the most part. I might do in here a little bit darker, but for now, hair's done. And I think the highlights on here are, yeah, I think it's all white as well. Or at least it's close enough to white. It's only like two, it's two more red than it is green and blue. I don't know what these increments are called. Because it's red 255, green 253, and blue 253. So it's almost pure white, but it's not. Honestly, we don't really need to do any of this on the hand, but we're already over here. We'll do like a little bit and then yeah, that'll be good. So I mean, like turning this on and off, you barely notice any of that on the hand anyways. all the attention is drawn to the face. Still unsure what color I want to make the actual headphones. Yeah, I think we'll do the highlights for this stuff as just like erasing the shadow part of it. Oh, I colored that the wrong thing. All right, now we're good. And I guess I could make the headset the same red that's on the howdy emote. And we'll try that and see how that looks. It looks fine, I guess, but like I wouldn't buy red headphones. But at the same time, that's not important. It needs to be visible. The main thing with these emotes is that, like, they need to be legible at a small size, which is something that I don't always adhere to, but it's in my head. I know that I should. That's got to count for something. Actually, we're gonna do a little bit of highlight on these. Just a couple of full dots, I like how that looks. It looks good. As for the, as of right now, red part, I don't know if I want to do highlights for this. We'll see how they look. And I guess it depends on like the kind of material I want this to look like it's made out of. I think a little bit of highlight works. It's not bad. Now, this is where the previously mentioned color crisis comes in. This is where I change the color of the headset or the headphones like 20 times and then still don't know what to actually color it. Also, I want to change something real quick. I'll bring this down a bit more. It's at kind of a weird curve here. It actually worked out pretty well, because everything that was already put down there for color was like over colored, so extending that down a bit farther, like it already had color on it. Oh yeah, I need the music notes too. I guess I can do that while I think of what I want to do with these headphones. Actually, we can't put this on this layer because it has to be above the line work. It's got to be way up here. I don't want this to be perfectly round. I want it to be kind of golf club shaped. Now we can cheat and do this to make the double. Oh god, then I gotta figure out what color to make those two. What the fuck? Once again, I have neglected to think things through. Hold on. Just erase this shit proper. You like this? Okay. Good enough. Switch these around. I kind of don't want the horn covered up. Ah, but I don't want this over here because it's too big. If I can angle this more, they don't look weird. I think that works. Oh shit, we need to make this pure black. I mean, you can't see it, but see what I'm doing in a second. Gotta put the extra border on it. As a result means we need to put the border on this up to, well, put it 0.4. It doesn't need to be too much bigger. I can make the headset that blue from the other one. Where are you at? Maybe make it this blue. I don't know. Looks fine, but I feel like the darkness of the shadow blue isn't dark enough.
She's wise and she's kind. She's tough, but she knows how to unwind. All the lessons of living and the gifts that she's given are only the best. I'm gonna tell you what my mama taught. A thing that she called some food for fun. She's always wanted what's best for me. And if she knew you, I know she would.
I think I might like it better red.
Stormy weather. Together we are stronger. So lend a hand and we'll make it through.
Could go for a like
Sometimes we
gray. I think that'd be closer to what, like, you know, an actual headset would look like. Then it blends in too much with the cushion part and the horn.
everything she taught me is only the best. Another lesson that my mama taught. The best things in life cannot be bought. She's always wanted what's best for me. And if she knew you, I know she would want what's best for you.
That seems like a good in between. I think we'll go with that and call it a day. Actually, I have Jack Frost out here somewhere. There he is. Not that one though. I want not that one though. This one. I went with white on that. But I guess that's because the reference is white. Yeah, I guess we could try it. But then a white one, you wouldn't be able to see the highlights on it. You know, we'll see what it looks like. What did I use for? I was like this weird, like, purple for the shadow, but I don't know if I want that. I know for a fact that I don't want that. I think white actually works. Simply because it's easier to spot than the gray. And the white goes better with the pink than any of the other stuff did. I can save the blue that we were going to use. This blue. We can save that for coloring some of these notes. Let's get some green in here. How's the green look? And we could do one of them as green, or we could do one of them as red. Question is, which one would we do? Well, maybe the green works better because then it stands out more from pink. We're gonna skip this one. Now this is more my speed. All right, I didn't use any darker shades on that. I think I used a darker shade on Audi here, just to like emphasize the shadow from the hat. But I do want this darker, like inside hair color. I don't know, do I? Like, it helps. It looks better with it. But by having that, it just begs the question of why am I not using this everywhere else that I could, you know? I think that's good. I think I'll tweak the colors on the music notes a little bit and then should be fine. Should be good to go. Maybe do I want them both blue? We can do them both blue. I think we'll do both blue. Because the blue and the pink looks good together. Save this, and then we can put it into Twitch, and then add it to the. We can edit the BRB screens and stuff, and add the new emotes. All right, Groovin now exists. All right, I'll just pop over here real quick. Do some live stream layout changes. Emote folder, then we gotta put in, gotta get cheese in there, we gotta get howdy in there, and then groovin. Alright, naturally, cheese being the least important goes first. Problem is getting this to match the size of some of these other ones. Actually, no, we need to have these like down in their own. Oh no, I'm moving the wrong things. We need to have these three down in their own section since they're all follower emotes. I'll move them down to like here. Yeah, we can do a separate box for all three of them. That's possible.
Have you ever thought of a place in the stars? How lucky we are.
Isn't this exciting? Are you excited?
Of the sheer probability that you were born, that I exist, and we can't even question this.
Okay, so what we need is a copy of the text. Put that down here. Slowly. Let me change the text, please. Why can't I? Okay, there we go. That works. Takes up about the same space on the screen. We're good. Copy of the text box. Look at that magic. It's just extended just like that. I forgot that I had this here. Like, what text is this? All three of these need to get moved up. I really hope to God that this is like it's still like this on the other screen. I don't have to edit all this shit twice. I guess I could copy paste the whole folder over. Look at that. Fancy.